I'm back. Sorry, my voice is a little fricked right now. I'm sick, unfortunately. Winter. What do you want from me? Anyways, we're back with the new year. This is the first video of the year, and I'm sick. But I wanted to make a video for you guys, so let's take a look at the Sonic the Hedgehog 3 Shadow and Sonic figures. Taking a look at Sonic first, here he is. And I saw the new Sonic movie 4 times. I thought it was really good. It's a fantastic movie. A lot of passion, a lot of soul went into that movie. And same with these figures. They're really freaking good. So these are the, 6-inch ones? We'll just call them 6-inch figures. They're probably like 5 inches. But these are the 6-inch figures, and they are really, really good. So let's take a look at the details on these guys. So Sonic here, he has plastic. And behind the plastic, like the see-through plastic, is the eyes. And this is such a cool way to get that Sonic effect. I really like it. I've heard complaints about like the eyes being a little darker than they should be. I don't really care. I think this effect works really nice. Paint is really nicely applied there at the mouth. You can see that. Nose paint's really nicely applied. The ears paint up there is really nicely applied. On the back here, you can see there's some different like translucent kind of quills, which I think is pretty cool. Apparently this was left over from a light up version of the figure, which I kind of want to get now. You can see down here he's got the tail, painted belly, very simple figure, you know. The shoes, they're very well done, the Pumas. Nice Pumas here. They even have the little loops at the back. Socks are very nice. These are all just very nice details. He's got the fur throughout, and honestly, this figure just looks amazing. I'm not gonna lie. Now, not only does this figure look fantastic, but he actually poses up a storm. So we're gonna go over the articulation here. He's got a ball joint at the head, which allows for 360 degrees around. You can look up about that far and look down about that far. So I wish there was a little more articulation at the head, especially upward movement, so you can get him in like a racing pose, you know. But unfortunately, you can't do that. But hey, the articulation's still really good and fun on this figure, so I'm not too upset about that. Anyways, we have a butterfly hinge here at the elbow. And not only that, but there's a butterfly here at the shoulder, which allows it to go back and forth. And then the shoulder is connected to the butterfly joint on a ball joint. So you can get incredible movement. See how that goes up? And then there's a hinge in that ball joint, which allows the arm to go up. So if that makes sense, basically butterfly joint here, ball joint, and a hinge connected into the butterfly joint, which allows for some killer movement there at the shoulder. A bicep swivel there, a bend at the elbow, and then a swivel here and a swivel here. So you can get a swivel there and a swivel there. So incredible articulation there. Swivel at the wrist like so, and then a tight but functional wrist hinge, and of course that can swivel. The hands can open up, which is so awesome. That is super expressive. I wish he had individual fingers though, because I want to recreate the douchey wave he does with his finger, the finger wag from the original Sonic games. But anyways, that's fine. He's got a diaphragm joint here, so a hinge. Not a lot of crunch or arc, but hey, it's still really cool that he has that, you know, because this is something I know the light up ones did not have. They didn't have that. The legs are on soft ratchets, and they can go back and forth. They are on ball joints and hinges, so you can see here, just open them up. They're connected here by ball joints, but you can actually see the way they're ratcheted. They have a little bit of ratchet to them, so which we'll talk about that more with Shadow, but they do have a little bit of ratchet to them. A thigh swivel there, a bend at the knee, and then 2 swivels at the knee, so you can get a swivel there and a swivel there, and then a up and down at the foot and a swivel. So the articulation on Sonic here for $15 is absolutely fantastic. I love it. I think it is fantastic and just a great figure. Next up we have Shadow, which this guy looks amazing. I'm not even gonna lie. The detail and the paint work here is clean as hell. You can see all the red paint is applied very precisely and very nicely. It looks fantastic. You can see here the white patch on the chest is really well painted. The rings are painted well. You can see there's actually 2 yellows in there to try to get a gold effect. So there's a mustard yellow and then like a lighter yellow in there. Very well done. As you can see here, I mean, some of the paint is a little splotchy. You can see here on the shoe, there's some red bleeding on. But honestly, for $15, I'm not even upset about this because I think this figure just looks absolutely fantastic. What a great looking figure. He's got the orange on the shoes there and ports on the feet so you can plug in some blast effect parts. Very cool. Very, very cool. And the eyes look very nice too. There is a little bit of a cutoff there, but I don't care. But man, this figure is just looking so impressive. Very nice. Now, something that really surprised me with Shadow here is that he is functionally different from Sonic. I thought these 2 figures were going to be the same. But they are very functionally different. It's very interesting. So, we'll get into it right now. Basically, head is on a ball joint, but you can get a lot more range because Shadow's things go up. And yeah, his head's also a lot heavier than Sonic. Sonic's is very lightweight head. His is very dense and heavy. So they had to account for this in the articulation. So the arms are on the same hinge ball joint system. You know, swivel there, swivel, hinge, all that good stuff. The wrist hinges are a lot looser on Shadow. The diaphragm joint is also a lot looser. So they're just the same, a little bit of that. But here's where the legs are interesting. A lot of people have been saying that the legs are tight on Shadow, and there is for a reason, because they are different from Sonic. You can see here, Shadow cannot spread his legs all the way, and they are different. So you can see here, they are tighter. So the sculpt here is tighter, and you have to move the legs a lot tighter. I know that made no sense. Basically, these are tighter because his head is heavier. So in order for him to stand up, they had to make the legs a little more secure, which is very cool that they actually, like, you know, gave that consideration. A lot of companies wouldn't do that. So Jax, I mean, good job, guys. It's a surprise. The legs can go forward. They're on a ratchet. You can kind of hear that. Very nice. Bend at the knee. And then from here, the articulation is going to be the same, except for a better pivot because there's no socks there. So, yeah, I mean, Shadow is definitely my preferred figure just because he's a little heavier, feels a little more quality, and he has a little bit better articulation, other than the splits, which, I mean, I don't really care about that. Damn it, I'm yawning so much in this video. I don't really care about that, so overall, I think this figure is fantastic, and yeah. Overall, I think both these figures absolutely slap. They are really good, especially for the price of $15 each. They have a bunch of articulation, they feel very high quality, and overall, they are some of the best Sonic figures ever made. These are some of the best Sonic figures ever put on the market. They're definitely worth a pickup if you have even a remote interest in Sonic. This figure is really good. This figure is even better. Honestly, I really like them, and I'm definitely glad I picked them up. Anyways, that's going to be it for this video. Go play Sonic Mania. That game is really good. And go watch Sonic 3 because it's better than Mufasa, LMAO. And yeah, hope you like this video. Like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And I'll see you guys in the next video, which will hopefully be either Godzilla Kong Crystal Dimension or Godzilla Evolved review or unboxing. One of the two. Probably both in the same video. But anyways, thanks so much for watching. Hope you guys have a great day. And see you in the next video.